Thailand's geography allows for massive agricultural harvests, but it swings between two extremes: seasonal droughts and heavy monsoon floods. When the monsoon hits, the water often overflows into the capital. Residents navigate city streets in small boats, and the resulting damage creates a cycle of economic paralysis. King Bhumibol Adulyadej, or Rama IX, operated as a field researcher. He spent his time on wooden bridges in remote areas, using topographic maps to develop root-cause solutions with local officials. Over his 70-year reign, he initiated over 4,000 development projects. Each was based on a specific study of the local geography and social dynamics. To protect a nation that relies on farming, the king worked to engineer a balance between the earth and the sky. He operated on a simple premise: life is where the water is. This drove him to use atmospheric science to find a reliable water source for the drought-stricken Northeast. In 1955, he initiated the Royal Rainmaking project. This used specialized aircraft to release cloud-seeding chemicals directly into the atmosphere to manufacture rain. This process begins with triggering and fattening. A plane injects chemical compounds into a small cloud, causing it to rapidly absorb moisture and expand. Finally, planes attack the cloud, forcing it to release its moisture as rain over a specific target zone. To manage floods, he developed the Klaeng, or monkeypot, initiative. Floodwaters are diverted into retention zones during high tide and then safely released back into the sea once the river levels drop. He also designed the Chaipattana Aerator to fix water pollution. This mechanical water wheel adds oxygen to stagnant water to naturally restore its quality. By managing the entire water cycle, from generating rain to controlling its flow, the king secured the primary resource of the Thai economy. Beyond managing the water, the king addressed the chemical health of the earth itself. He launched the Klaeng, or Aggravating the Soil project, to fix highly acidic, unplantable land. The process involved intentionally flooding the land to maximize its acidity. Once the reaction peaked, farmers neutralized the soil with limestone, making it permanently usable for crops. In the mountains, the threat was soil erosion. To hold the landscape together, the king promoted the use of vetiver grass. Unlike standard plants, vetiver grass has roots that grow straight down like deep pillars. These roots act as a living retaining wall, locking the soil in place on steep slopes. In the northern mountains, hill tribes once relied on unsustainable slash-and-burn opium cultivation to survive. The royal development centers introduced temperate crops like strawberries and coffee as alternatives. The tribes transitioned to these harvests, creating the meticulously managed terraced fields seen across the region today. Restoring the soil was a strategy to provide financial stability to vulnerable communities and protect the environment at the same time. The 1997 Tom Yum Goong Asian financial crisis tested the nation's resilience. It triggered an economic collapse that shuttered businesses and halted growth across the country. In response, the king introduced a guiding framework to stabilize the population: the Sufficiency Economy Philosophy, or SEP. SEP is misunderstood. It is a framework for anti-fragility, a way for individuals and the nation to maintain stability when global markets become volatile. The philosophy rests on three pillars: moderation, or avoiding over-leverage; reasonableness, which means planning for long-term consequences; and self-immunity, which involves building internal buffers against external shocks. Farmers applied this through the new theory of agriculture. They divided their land into specific ratios for water, rice, and mixed crops to ensure they could sustain themselves regardless of market conditions. This provided the intellectual framework for citizens to navigate globalization without losing their financial independence. This combination of localized engineering and economic philosophy eventually gained international recognition. In 2006, the United Nations presented the king with the first Human Development Lifetime Achievement Award. Secretary General Kofi Annan traveled to Bangkok to present it, validating the global impact of these methods. The king's legacy is found in the rehabilitated landscapes and the sustainable systems he left behind for his people. The development king proved that true sovereignty is a commitment to ensuring a nation's people have the knowledge, the water, and the soil to sustain themselves.